through meditation as well. Okay, so I am now going to just show you a little bit, not too much right now, because this is, we're in a good mood right now. I don't want to get distracted by technology, but you know, people are scared of technology, and I have to say that technology is here to stay. It depends on how we use it, right? We can use technology for diabolical purposes, but we can also use technology for monitoring our mind, our brain, our heart, create virtual avatars, learn from it, and this is what we're doing through the Internet for Wellbeing, which is a free app that you can download anytime, and this way you can also get daily meditations, and I hope you'll make use of it. Now, as you saw, my new book is called You Are the Universe, which takes this understanding that I've given you today much deeper into how the universe came into existence and how the universe is actually a human experience for us through a human brain and through human consciousness. And that's a journey which is very interesting, much beyond what I spoke to you about this evening, although I went into the basics of it, how the universe created you, but now how you and the universe are co-evolving. And so this book started out a few years ago when my grandson was about 5 years, and he asked me some very interesting questions, and I started to think a lot about them. And then I worked with a physicist, Menas Kafatos, who's my co-author. He's a quantum physicist and cosmologist, to write the latest book. And this book is going to actually be featured as a special public television program starting in March, in about 2 weeks. So look out for it. I'm going to show you a 3-minute trailer on how this all came about. So would you please play that 3-minute trailer, please? It's the story of my grandson. I'm Dr. Deepak Chopra. In the next 60 minutes, I hope we can all together, with a little help and insight from me, help solve the mystery of our existence. So I was traveling through the country, and one of the places that was part of my tour was Los Angeles. I was picked up at the airport by my son Gautam and my grandson Krishu as we call him, who was then 5 years old. He's a very smart little mind, a very smart little fellow. So as we got out of the airport, he looks at me and he says, Dada. Dada is the Indian word for grandfather on the father's side. He said, Dada, what is dark energy? Oh. Interesting question to come from a 5-year-old. And I said to him, what do you know about dark energy? And he said, it flows through the night sky. Very poetic, very beautiful. I said, what else do you know about it? He said, it's 70% of the universe. I'm thinking to myself, how does he know all this? We get out of the airport, we're driving in the car, we're driving in Santa Monica. I roll down the window and we can smell the ocean, we can see the ocean. He looks at me again, he says, how did they make that? I said, make what? He said, how did they make the ocean? I said, who make the ocean? And he said, they. I said, that's not a precise question. You have to tell me what you mean by they. And so I can see him thinking for a bit. And he reframed the question. He said, how did the ocean get made? So I said, the ocean got made the same way as the earth got made. A giant star exploded, and that was the solar system. We're a planet amongst many. The ocean is part of the elements of this planet. And then I kind of turned to him and I said, do you know how many planets there are in the solar system? And he said, well, if you count Pluto, there are 9. But if you don't count Pluto, because some people don't think Pluto is a planet, then there are 8. I said, and where did the solar system come from? He said, the galaxy. I said, where did the galaxy come from? He said, the universe. And I asked him, I said, and where did the universe come from? And without batting an eyelid, he said, from another dimension. So, I'm Indian, I'm thinking, who's this kid? We believe in reincarnation and all that, so I'm thinking to myself, Galileo, Copernicus, maybe even Einstein. I said, Krishna, how do you know all this? He said, it's on my Pokemon. So that's the beginning. Introduction to the Universe by a 5-year-old boy. And the program will be on your public television in 2 weeks. It's also contained in the book that you have. Thank you very much for tonight.